Yo, I'm going live, guys, right now. See me up there. That's what I say. I'm about to smoke. About to smoke before I go on this ghost tour. I'm about to get high. Up in the building. I have to post up like right here. Yes, sir. About to smoke up, then we about to go hunt some ghosts. On my birthday. On my birthday. On my birthday. Got this J right here. I just drooled. Yo, people are staring at me like I'm just batshit crazy. Maybe I am batshit crazy. Ooh. Ooh, I'm a little goth, a little emo. Friday the 13th, bro. Friday the 13th. So if you don't know me, I was born 1999, June 6th, the 13th. And today, it's Friday the 13th. It's about to be my 26th birthday. I'm late. I'm a late bloomer. But I'm out here. Bro. I'm out here. Yo, what's up, guys? Yo. Yo, what's up, Roblox friend? I'm just having an IRL stream. Where I just do IRL things. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, Dark? What's up, Dark AX7? I'm just having a IRL stream. You know, my birthday, Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th, guys. You know, we got to represent the 13th. You know, I'm into that stuff. Yo, thanks, David. Thanks, David, bro. It means a lot to me. Yo, get high with me, bro. Get high with me. Yo, we posted up here. Dang, everybody stop watching me. Can barely see. Well, people having fun. Yo, what's up? What's up, Camelo? Yo, what's up, Camelo? Yo, I'm gonna go on this haunted tour thing too. About to go see some ghosts. Go ghost hunting on Friday the 13th. What's up, Colleen? Yo, shout out to Colleen. Shout out to Colleen Gawley. You're welcome, bro. Or Big Sis. You're welcome, Big Sis. Probably walk around.
Or like 4,000.
Yo, my little bro wanna say something. You wanna say something?
Yeah, not right now, bro. Later. If the video gets like maybe if this video gets 2,000 likes, I'll do a face reveal.
Face reveal. Alright.
No face reveal right now. Only if it gets 2,000 likes.
Yeah, I'm already 4,000.
Yo, my mom bitching, bro. Yo, I just got in trouble for smoking. Smoking weed. It's legal though, bro. It's legal. Oh, it's not in public places apparently. It's not legal in public places. Not outside.
Hey,
All right.
Oh,
You guys
dang.
here for the tour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Erica Sanchez?
Yep.
All right.
if this video gets 2,000 likes, I'll do a face reveal.
There you go.
That one's for you.
Yo, they playing music over there. They're playing music over there.
Thank you.
Why is it glitching when that points out my hand?
Is your ghost?
Yo, I got the thing.
Also
We got the thing, bro.
Also got the thing.
We got the thing.
You got spirit? It's right. Where's my mic? Let's go out. Let's go out. Let's go out. Bro, it's almost out of the yellow. Bro, almost out of yellow. Bro, glitching out. It's glitching. Mine's glitching out. Bro, yours also glitching out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's because you're by phone.
No? I'm gonna do a face reveal.
Well, it's because you're by phone.
I'm gonna do a face reveal. Face reveal. What's up?
All right, we gonna bunch all up just on these steps right on up here. They got an event going on, so I don't want to be in their way. I don't know if you got that.
Thanks, bye.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Now, where's everybody from? Where everybody in town from? Who's from here? Nashville. Nashville? What brings you guys in town? Okay. So you're just coming in to visit?
Yeah, we've never done this, so.
Yeah, I just don't know if I'm allowed
Where,
to.
where you guys from over here?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. What part?
Delphi.
Okay, very good, very good. What about down here? Kenwood, very good. Everybody
That's the
from
person.
Indianapolis, where you guys in town?
Maybe next, if this video gets 2,000 likes, I'll play a game with a game with my brother. Maybe in
8 o'clock. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight on the tour. Now, Cincinnati is known by several names, okay? So we were actually supposed to be known as Losanisville, kind of like a Shelbyville or Louisville, Kentucky. But they all got together and said, nah, scratch that. So they ended up naming us after a Roman Empire leader who was victorious. His name was Cincinnatus. So they cut it a little bit short, and that's how we got the name Cincinnati. But we have several other names that we're known by. Another name that we're known by is actually called the Queen City. If you go down by the river there, we got a big sign behind you that says the Queen City, but the full name is actually called the Queen City of the West. That's the full term. And the reason why was because during the time of development, which was in 1749, by 1820, Cincinnati was already a fully bustling city. Okay, so they dubbed us the Queen City because Kentucky was very rural. There wasn't much development in the early 1800s. And then as soon as you crossed that bridge and got to Cincinnati, it was a bustling town. So that's how we got that name. So there were four main industries. There were four main industries that really took the city off the ground and had it really started get bustling. We had the iron industry, we had the woodworking industry, we had the cotton industry, but most notably, we had the meat packing industry. Welcome, Porkopolis. That's another name that we're known by here. See, at one point in time, Cincinnati had 48 meat packing plants operating at the same time. And so that's how we got that name, Porkopolis. It was so many pigs roaming up and down the streets, it was like cats and dogs. And so when you're seeing those pig statues everywhere, that's the city's way of paying homage to the backs of the pig, which is really how the city took off. Okay. Now, in many ways, especially during the time of development, we were right on pace to being that of a New York City in the early 1800s. I know you're wondering, well, what happened? We'll get to that a little later on in the tour. But the first way that we were right on pace to being that of a New York City is the very first concrete skyscraper to ever be built in the country was built in downtown Cincinnati. And as you guys know, New York City is encompassed of concrete steel skyscrapers. Now, the second way we were right on pace is our bridge. It's called the Roebling Bridge. We have 4 bridges that take us from here to Kentucky. One of those is called the Roebling. The architect that built that bridge is the same one that built the Brooklyn Bridge. And they built ours first. So you are looking at the original prototype or the blueprint of the Brooklyn Bridge when you're going downtown and you're looking at the Roebling Bridge. The final way that we were right on pace to being that of a New York City, we are standing on top of the largest abandoned subway system in the whole entire country. But don't worry, we made use to those subways, and we will get to that a little later on in the tour there. And so, right where we're standing, this town was founded by the Germans. This is a German town. We even still have our cobblestone streets here from the 1800s. And so we do have the largest Oktoberfest as well, if anyone has any German heritage here in the group there. So with a city with so much history, I mean, this is the home of Charles Manson. Now, Charles Manson was a serial killer, and then he went on to move to Los Angeles, where he birthed a cult of other serial killers. And so with a city with so much history, it's only right that we start right here at Memorial Hall. Now, what we're looking at here at Memorial Hall was built in the 1840s. This was built by Samuel Hannaford. Now, this building was built to celebrate the war of the Spanish-American War all the way through the Revolutionary War and between. Now, Samuel Hannaford, he was a big fan of the pillars, the lead stained glass, the arches, the figures that we have over top of each of these arches. But this building was really a place, right, for those who ever served in the war to get together and share some of those stories. If you've ever known anyone who went to war, served in a war, you know that when they return, they can't tell you some of the things that they may have experienced. And so that's what this place was built for, so that those people can share those stories and not feel so crazy up in their head. So it was a really good place for brotherhood. Now, we get our first antidote, all right, that's a personal story, coming from an ex-co-worker, emphasis on ex. She no longer works inside of Memorial Hall. But she was speaking about a day when she was closing up for a tour. Because we do tours inside, where you wonder what's going on in there. Did you guys know that the wreath that was on top of Abraham Lincoln's casket ended up inside of our Memorial Hall? And so we toured the Memorial Hall. There's old war technologies and artifacts inside there. So if you guys are interested in that sort of thing, those are the tours that happen. Now, like I stated, she was closing up from a tour one evening when she was in her office, and she hears knocking coming from the door. Now, this is what I find interesting. She said that the knocking was coming from no more than 4 feet off the ground. And so as the knocking becomes more and more persistent, she realizes, well, there's only one way out of this office. That's through the door. And so as she works up whatever nerve she has to get up and open that door, this is what she describes on the other side. A little girl floating off the ground, covered in mud, from her head to her toes. The little girl looks at her, turns, and does a swimming motion down the hallway before disappearing into the floorboards. Now she sees this little girl again, this time in the lobby. Now this is where but these are entities that may visit you in a dream, and they come familiar. You may say, hey, My grandmother visited me last night in a dream, or maybe a long lost pet that you had, a dog or a cat visit you in a dream, but you got to be careful because they call them familiar for a reason. Because these entities want you to feel comfortable around them. So she says she's seeing a little girl, but she says this little girl has the energy of a full-grown man that wants her name. So that's a different kind of energy coming from out of Memorial Hall. Okay, our next one comes from a security guard. Maybe not that one, but we had a security guard working out of this building over 20 years. He said he fell asleep one time in Memorial Hall. And when he fell asleep, wasn't supposed to be sleeping on the job. Next thing you know, he describes getting a poke on his side. Now this makes him wake up. He's looking around. Next thing you know, he describes getting pokes all up and down his spine. But it makes him laugh. So he says, wait a minute. This must be one of those friendly ghosts, one of those Casper, the friendly ghosts. So he named the entity Little John. He said anytime he had an important decision to make, Little John would come and visit him, give him some clarity on what he should do next with his decision. Different kind of energy. But it's not uncommon to walk inside with your cell phone flickering on and off. As you guys know, spirits are known to omit. Taking over the various worlds that we have alongside. This is the artsy town. We celebrate our artists. And so you'll see different random murals up and down the alleys and streets. I'm taking note of that as we're walking. Now these are some of those pigs I was telling you guys about. And I like to tell people, so let's see how many they count up as we're walking.
Devin doesn't like cider.
Everybody brand new. Wow, what an honor. What an honor. Awesome. Very good. Now that's our dressed up pig. That's our Shakespearean pig, Hamlet. Get it? Right on that pig. Now we're heading right on across the street here.
Looks like a big ass group of us. Looks like a big ass group of us just walk in. Just out here on this ghost store. Just like a this ghost store.
I stayed in the house, so I knew. You know we had the strawberry moon up. Yeah, that was like different part, completely different than what it was just right around 2015 when everything started to
I'm just gonna end this stream.